Good day, everybody. Good day. Good day. Welcome. Welcome. Good morning, Tim. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I hope it's not snowing anymore in Ohio. I hope all is well. Welcome. It is Wonderful Wednesday. It's Wonderful Wednesday where we have a two for Wednesday. We have this and then we have living life in joy. So I'm just so excited. All right, y'all. So we're going to get into it. Welcome to Morning Sip with Rev Melissa. SIP stands for Spirit and Practice. And that's what we're doing. We are in our practice. We are in our practice. We are live on New Thought Media Network. It's good to see everybody. Good morning, Vanessa. Good morning, Nan. Good day, Sekou. Yes, wonderful Wednesday. I look forward to what used to be the hump day. Now it's the wonderful day. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right, so let's get into it. We are in our Quickening Series, and I had a good time yesterday, y'all, talking about procrastination. And so I got some texts after that about procrastination and wanting to like delve a little deeper into it for folks. So that's all good. We're going to set up some time and explore that some more, the ones of you who reached out to me. And so, when you think about procrastination now, you have a context, a fuller context of, am I in the consciousness of delay? Is that where I am right now? Am I in the consciousness of delay? And then you can make a shift, right? You can make a conscious choice to do what you need to do, right? In the quickness, right? In the quickness. So today we're going to keep moving forward, right? So we know that quickening is the full consciousness, it's the awakening of the full consciousness of who we are in the sight of the Creator, the full consciousness. So, in preparing for today, I came across a verse in the Bible that fits perfectly, and it's John 6:63. And it says, "It is the Spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profited nothing. The words I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life." So we know that it is the indwelling spirit. It is the indwelling spirit that we are quickened by. That is what we are quickened by, the indwelling spirit. And in order to be quickened by the indwelling spirit, we have to be in alignment, right? We have to be in alignment with that indwelling spirit, right? We have to have a relationship with that indwelling spirit. Yes, we have to have some like interaction with that indwelling spirit. It has to be awake. We have to recognize that it is awake within us. And sometimes we act like we don't know that, right? Sometimes we act like we don't know that. But every single moment we have the opportunity to realize it again, to remember it again, to recognize and to come back into alignment with it, right? We can recognize when we are in separation, right? And do what it is that we need to do, which is our spiritual practice to support us into coming back into alignment. So today we're going to be talking about being all in, all in, all in. All right. So when we say that there is an invisible consciousness, there is an invisible consciousness that is in the formless, that is invisible, in the unseen. And how does it become seen? It becomes seen through us, right? So we are all familiar with the term that we are individualized expressions of the divine, of the universe, of God, of the all in all, of the absolute, whatever your name is for that higher power. We are the expression, the unique, individualized expression of that, right? And for us to have that experience of the quickening, to have the experience of the quickening, we have to be all in. Yesterday, we talked about procrastination as being half awake, right? We can't be half awake. We have to be fully awake, aware, alert, right? We have to stay woke, if you will. Yes? So how are we doing that? How are we doing that? How are we staying in the all in? How are we staying in the flow? How are we staying in the connection? Right? By doing our work, by doing our spiritual practice, by starting off our day. Number one thing, your morning practice, cultivating your relationship, practicing the presence. Practicing the presence is so important in the quickening experience. Yes? All right. So I want to share something that I read. It's one of Ernest Holmes' book. It's called The Hidden Power of the Bible. It's a great compliment to the Bible. If you like the Bible, it's a really great compliment. So I want to read what he wrote. He said, man is threefold principle of life and action. He is spirit, soul, and body. From the spirit, he receives inspiration and guidance. And in the soul, he finds a perfect law of life. And through the body, he proves that he is a real individualization of the invisible principle. That's what I mean when I say all in. We are spirit, soul, body, right? We are the essence. We are the essence of the divine made into form. Yes? Okay. So when we are in the quickening experience, when we are living in the quickening, right? We can feel it. You can feel it, right? We talk about feeling a lot, about having conviction, about knowing that you know, about not showing up lukewarm, half awake. Yes? So the quickening experience, the quickening is a feeling. It is a feeling. You know it when you're having it. Believe me, it might feel like a aha moment. It might feel like, oh my goodness, all of the dots. I could see how all of the dots connect. I could see how this thing that I did 10 years ago is now coming into full expression now, 10 years later. I can see how something that I did that I thought was just a one off is now a whole, right? The quickening is a full expression of who you are. Yes? And so we can't be in procrastination if we want to have the quickening. We can't be in the consciousness of delay if we want to experience the quickening of the spirit indwelling in us. Yes? So quickening is the inflow of divine vitality. Divine vitality. Vitality is an awesome word. It means you are alive. It means you are all in. It means you are living lit. Yes? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So to be all in, sometimes we feel inspiration, right? Who's had a moment of inspiration, just feeling inspired, right? And you're like, oh, this is so wonderful. I feel so inspired, right? And you might even share with other folks that you feel inspired. But inspiration without action ain't being all in. It ain't all in. So if you feel inspiration, it has to follow action. It has to follow action. And then sometimes we go into contemplation. We might be meditating on something. We might be contemplating what our next moves are. Yes? And sometimes we just stay in contemplation. And if you stay in contemplation, nothing becomes accomplished. Nothing is accomplished if you just stay in contemplation. And then sometimes we just want to pray. We just want to pray. And y'all know I love prayer. I love prayer. But if we just stay in prayer and we say we just going to wait on the Lord in prayer, and that's all that we do, you are not being all in. You are not being all in, because prayer has to lead to performance. Prayer has to lead to performance. So what are you doing? What are you activating in your life? Yes? So inspiration to action, contemplation to accomplishment, prayer to performance is your formula, is your recipe for quickening, for being all in, for allowing that inflow of divine vitality to animate your life, right? You can feel it in your bones, in your spirit. Yes? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So, in order for there to be an outflow of anything, it has to come from within. A lot of times we want to start from the external. Our focus is on the external. Nope. Our focus starts within. Within is where the treasure is what the Tao Te Ching says. And it is the truth. It is a universal principle. Go within. Go within. And then when you go within, that's not the end. Going within is not the end, it's the beginning. Yes? Because for there to be a manifestation, for there to be a demonstration, there has to be an outlet. And we are the outlet. This physical form is the outlet for the spirit that indwells us. So inflow and outflow is all in. Inflow requires an outflow for quickening, for manifestation, for the formless to come into form, for the invisible to become visible. There has to be an inflow into the outflow. Yes? We can't skip it. You can't skip the inflow. You can't skip your inner work. You can't skip your relationship with the divine. You can't skip it, because guess what? It's not whatever you're working on, it's just going to fizzle out. It doesn't have any substance. What is its foundation? What is it hold? What are you holding on? What are you standing on? What are you standing on? So it's important that we do our work. That's why I love our incantations, right? Because we stand in the truth of who we are. When we say, I am that I am, right? And we invite it in, and we invite it to express through us and as us. Yes? So what happens if you jump straight into uninformed, right? What happens if you jump straight into the form? I'm just going to jump straight into form. I'm going to just jump straight into form without doing the work that requires you to go within. If you go straight into the uninformed, there will be no flow. I'm telling you, you're going to get stuck. It's going to be like all challenging and difficult. You're going to be in struggle. We were not made to struggle. We were not made to struggle, y'all. We were made to flow. We were made to flow. So when we do our work, when we spend the time to be in the inflow of divine vitality, we are in the flow. We become as one with the flow, and we have quickening in our life. We have quickening in our life. Yes? So we need to feel that fire. And y'all know what it feels like. I know you do. We have to feel the fire of our spirit lighting us up and take action from there. Take action from there. It is a unification. It is a unification of spirit, soul, and body. That is the creative process. That is the creative process. And in that creative process, when we are unified, we are in quickening. We are in quickening. We are in the indwelling spirit. The indwelling spirit. Oh, yes. And that's some good news. That's some good news. So you're like, okay, Rev Melissa, what am I supposed to do with all this? You're supposed to use it. You're supposed to apply it to your life, right? So if you're inspired about something, if you feel inspired, it's now time to take action. If you've been sitting in contemplation, it is now time to move into accomplishment. It's time to accomplish something. And if you've just been praying, just praying, and praying is delicious, it's time to move into performance. What is the saying? Faith without works is dead. Prayer without works is dead. Prayer without works is just some words. So we have to activate it. We have to make it our own, right? We have to make it our own. All right, y'all. So that's where we are. Spirit, soul, body, formless into form, invisible into visible, inspiration into action, contemplation into accomplishment, and prayer into performance. All right? You got it? All right. All right. So we are quickening. We are fully awake in our full consciousness in the sight of God. That's what we are. Quickening, quickening, quickening. All right, y'all. So I'm Rev Melissa. I'm an ordained interfaith minister and a licensed religious science practitioner. I'm a purpose coach, and I support people in living life in joy, connected to their yes. Someone asked me the other day, what do I do? My answer was, I work with joy. I work with joy. That's what I do. I work with joy. And guess what? Joy works with me because we are unified. Yes, the inflow is the joy. Yes, it is. And the outflow is a reflection of that joy. So, like I said, if you're ready to make that step, if you're ready to move, if you're ready to move from inspiration to action, from contemplation to accomplishment, and from prayer to performance, I am here to support you in doing so. Just DM me and we can set up some time to work together. Yes, yes, and get that quicken quicker. Yes? All right, all right. All right, y'all. So if you would like to contribute to my ministry of joy, to my work, please give at Cash App or Venmo at iamrevmelissa. And we will continue the Quickening Series. We're going to wrap it up. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about some signs, some other signs that you know that you are in the quickening. And then on Friday, we'll wrap it up. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments. And on Friday, I'll also answer some questions. So you just type in the comments any questions you might have today and tomorrow. And on Friday, I will answer questions. All right, y'all. So we're living life in joy, connected to our yes. All right. It's now time for some joy news. It's time for some joy news. So today on our wonderful Wednesday at noon Eastern time, it is Living Life in Joy, the show. And today's guest is Ty Stevens. And I am so excited to be on the couch with Ty today. So please, please join me. Ty is an amazing singer, songwriter, actor, and dancer. So we're going to have a conversation about what brings him joy and how he's connected to his yes. So tune in right here on New Thought Media Network, right here on I Am Rev Melissa, on Facebook and on YouTube. All right. Saturday, y'all, we meditating with the moon, and we're going to do a quickening spiritual practice. So if you want to take this a little deeper, I'm going to give you a sip of a quickening practice for our meditating with the moon. It's the full moon this Saturday, February 27th. We do this at 4 a.m. Eastern Time. You need to register. The registration is up on my page. You can go to Eventbrite and register. It's on Zoom. You need a new Zoom link. So if you have the old Zoom link, it ain't going to work. You need the new Zoom link. So please register today. Don't delay and register today. All right. So lastly, I want to give a hero hoodie update because this is how quickening works, y'all. This is how quickening works. This is how quickening works. Hero hoodie update. So on Sunday, the Congregation of Joy was activated again, right? We were activated again. Our new mission is Hero Hoodies for Children. So Sekou Writes has created children's size hero hoodies, which are just divine. This is mine. So just imagine a smaller version of this on a little one. Yes? High. In my series, it was high emotion radiates overflow. And we are in the overflow. I'm going to tell you about that in a second. HERO stands for helping everyone reach optimism. You do good, you feel good, and more good comes back to you and for you and through you and as you. So let's do good together. Sekou is taking the hero hoodie movement to 3 cities in March, y'all. He ain't playing. Talk about the quickening. So here is the grid. This is how he is moving. On March 20th, he's going to be in Louisville, Kentucky. Then the following week, March 27th, he's in Memphis, Tennessee. And then on the very next day, y'all, he's going to be in Walls, Mississippi, doing Hero Hoodies drops. And he is honoring Women's History Month by focusing on women's shelters in those 3 cities. And I say wherever there are women, there are children. So if there are women in shelters, there's children in shelters with them. And so the Congregation of Joy is focusing on children's size hero hoodies so that every time I get ready to say it, it just, I get emotional. Imagine a mother giving a brand new hero hoodie to their child. Brand new, right? With the word hero on it. It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. So my girls inspired this. So they have purchased through me 2 hero hoodies because they want to make sure that 2 children receive a hero hoodie. And this is for women and children in shelters, as I said. And so Sunday we had at least 10. That was the charge. Our mission was at least 10 children-size hero hoodies. I want to say by the next day, we had 6. By that night, we had 9. Yesterday, I gave an update that we had 9. I might be getting my days a little mixed up, but by yesterday, we had surpassed the 10. We are now in the overflow. We are now in the overflow. Yes, Sekou, Congregation of Joy has 11. And the deadline was February 28th. So we ain't stopping. It ain't time to stop yet. Oh, no, because we live in the overflow. Yes, we do. We live in the overflow. So go to giveherohoodies.com and give and get. So you can get a hoodie and give a hoodie to a child in need. And their parent, their mother can give it to them. Oh, that's just everything. Talk about being all in. Talk about being all in. That is being all in, y'all. That's being all in. So do it today. Don't delay. Do it today. All right. So I think that's all I want to share. Please give to the New Thought Media Network. You can go to their website at ntmedia.org and donate there. I don't know if you checked out last night's screening, but it was awesome. So you could check out Sekou Wright's screening of Test Driving While Black. And it is a new, I believe it's going to be a new show, Spiritually Significant Cinema, hosted by Rev Z. And last night there was a talk back with Sekou and Marius Rush, who was also a part of the documentary short. So check that out, New Thought Media Network, and also on Sekou Writes Facebook and YouTube. All right, y'all. So we are done for today. I'll see y'all at noon today for Living Life in Joy. Peace and blessings, peace and justice. We're living life in joy, connected to our yes.